it's like hibernation is over. You know, it's time to get some stuff out there.
Hi, Kevin. I'm Thibault from Studio Brussel. How are you?
Hey, man, pretty good. Pretty good. How are you?
Yeah, I'm fine, actually. Definitely because I get to interview you, a longtime hero, I have to be honest about. Because I'm 30 years old, and when I was 15, I heard Inner Speaker for the first time. And it really changed my taste in music and my views on music. So thank you for that.
Wow, that's good to hear. Of course.
And how does it feel for you to finally release some new music?
It's nice for it all, for like, you know, the ball to be rolling again. You know, it's been, like, yeah, whenever there's like, the period of time of like working on it and then the lead up to everything coming out is always like a bit tense. You just want to get on with it, you know? So it's good that it's finally nearly here.
Yeah, is there a big gap between when the album was finished and when it got released now?
Too long, you know, too long for me. I would just like it to be out the next day.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, big fans are gonna say we had to wait 5 years, 5 long years. But of course, it wasn't that quiet from your side. You had a lot of collaborations with big stars like Dua Lipa and even a Grammy with Justice. Did those collaborations influence the making of this album?
I think everything influences the making of my albums. I mean, like, you know, Tame Impala music for me is like, it's like everything that's going on up here, you know. Like, I learn something from everything that I do. Like, I learn what I like about music. I learn what I don't like, you know.
And is Tame Impala something that constantly lingers around? Or when do you as an artist decide, oh, now it's the time to release new Tame Impala music?
It's kind of just like a feeling. I mean, it's always going on, you know. But for me, it's like there's other things I like doing with music. I like working with other people, and I love just sort of like jumping onto other people's projects. But I don't know. I think like it's kind of just like it's like hibernation is over. You know, it's time to get some stuff out there. But you know, I guess for whatever reason, like it took a long time this time. I don't know. I just needed more time. But I'm looking forward to just working on new music again. You know, like new Tame Impala music, and maybe not. Hopefully, it not being 5 years again. But I said that last time, so.
Yeah, sure. Was this making process differently from making other albums?
It's always different. It's always harder. It's always, you know, it's always easier in some ways. Like, I seem to just always make life hard for myself. That seems to be that seems to be the pattern. You know, like as soon as something gets easier, just fuck it all up, you know, I go and change it all up. But I actually did some recording with a friend of mine in New York. He's like a sort of a producer, you know, analog tape engineer. I did a lot of stuff with him. A lot of Dracula was recorded with him, and Loser was recorded with him. So that was nice to sort of like just step away from the controls. I also did some writing with a good friend of mine. She kind of like, she wrote a lot of the lyrics for 3 or 4 songs. That was really different. That made life easier. She was kind of like she was like a songwriting coach in a way, you know, just someone to sort of like hold my hand through the process, because sometimes I can just go insane, you know.
Yeah, I just listened to the new record. I got a link, so I'm really fan of it, a big fan of it. So congratulations again. But according to me, who has been a long time fan, there are a lot of new sounds, maybe. Songs sound different. Where I was headbanging 15 years ago, I'm more like vibing as hell. I was curious, what are some of your influences for this album?
I listen to a lot of different music these days. I went through a period of listening to just like only 70s Turkish music. About a year ago for a few months. There was this guy named Barış Manço.
Simsiyah gecenin koynundayım, yapayalnız. Uzaklarda bir yer
I call him the Turkish Todd Rundgren, because he had a career of like 20 years or something. I think he might still be going, I don't know. And he just went through all these different genres. He was making disco and sort of like weird Turkish psych rock for a while. He was a favorite of mine. In fact, a lot of his music and a lot of other Turkish artists inspired Loser, the song Loser. Mm-hmm. And then there's like, my love of techno, which is kind of no secret at this point. And there's like so many amazing techno artists out there that it's almost feels wrong to name one, but yeah.
Talking about techno, in our radio show today, we talked to Charlotte Witte, who is our most famous techno DJ in Belgium, but she's got the DJ Mag #1 techno DJ. Do you know her, for instance?
Charlotte, yeah. I realize that you've said her name the way it's meant to be said. I've just never heard it like that. We've always just said it like the wrong way. But she's Belgian, right?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. We saw her at a festival a few years ago, and it was amazing. It was really good.
Yeah, back to Deadbeat maybe. The title Deadbeat, I've looked it up what it meant. Like a person who neglects responsibilities. Then there are the lyrics of Loser, which I know by heart by now maybe, because the song is great. But when I thought about it, it maybe sounds a bit down or depressing in some kind of way. I don't know how personal you want to go, but I was wondering, how do we need to interpret the songs or the album as a listener?
The word to me, it kind of has its own little meaning. I thought of the word and, just sort of, while I was working on all the music, and it just seemed to fit, and I kind of feel like the dictionary definition of deadbeat is like slightly different to what I'm imagining deadbeat to be. Deadbeat to me is like a feeling, and it's like a celebration of being sort of like disconnected from everything that goes on out there, It's kind of just like it's kind of how I saw myself. Yeah, it's difficult to describe, but it's kind of just feeling like you're behind the 8 ball in life, like it's that feeling like everyone else has their shit together more than you. But I don't know, to me, like calling the album that, it just seemed right, It just made me feel good.
Can we say that this album is like really personal then?
Yeah, I mean, all of my albums are personal. But at the same time, I don't like to feel restricted by like making sure that the songs are always like 100% personal. Like I kind of like to just explore, different, like imagining that I'm different people in a way, which usually at the end of the day just is a way of making personal music, but just pretending that it's not, Yeah,
we for instance, here at Studio Brussel, we have Loser in high rotation. I don't know, how personal is that song?
I mean, very, very. I think maybe the title of that song might be a bit misleading, because what the song is about, it's not really about being a loser. It's about telling someone that you are. The lyrics are about making a mistake, or like throwing yourself out there and realizing that you fucked up, basically. Mm-hmm. And it's sort of like it's almost like an apology to me. And so it's kind of just like, it's like saying like, it's like, hey, I'm a loser, Yeah.
Yeah, sure. At the same time, there's like a really precious album cover art with your daughter Peach. I was wondering, how did that come about?
It kind of just happened, to be honest. We were shooting the album cover, like it was just me. It was meant to be just me in the album cover, like kind of looking like a cool guy, looking like a deadbeat. And she just ran onto the set and wanted a hug. and so the photographer he was snapping away, and it kind of just we just captured that moment, and it just felt right. It's funny. Like, to me, I don't see the photo as this sort of like precious moment. To me, it's like, I don't know. The photo has a different energy to me. It looks like she's sort of a bit unsure of me or something, and I just thought that was it kind of worked for the title Deadbeat in a weird kind of a way.
If I'm not mistaken, she's 4 years old.
Yep.
I have a little nephew who is also 4 years old, and I think at that age you definitely have opinions and a taste in a lot of things. I was wondering, what does she think about her dad's music?
She's getting into it. Yeah, I think she I think she got told off at school the other day for singing Dracula too much. But I think I'm not sure if she got told off or if the teacher just like told my wife that she was singing a lot. She's like, she's been singing a lot. Something like that. I don't know.
So run from the sun like Dracula. Run from the sun like Dracula. Run from the sun like Dracula.
Yeah, let's talk about playing live. So you're going on tour again, playing a lot of shows. How are preparations going right now? Because I saw a video online that you were rehearsing at this moment.
Yeah, it's going great. It's nice to be back in the rehearsal room with the guys. We're getting through it, because every album is like different. It requires different ways of thinking about how to do the music live. But we are really excited. I'm really excited.
Yeah, you're playing in Antwerp in May. It's the Belgian show on this leg of the tour. For people who are buying concert tickets, what we say to them, what can they expect?
You can expect us. You can expect it to be good. I mean, like the only thing I really care about live is that it's the ultimate Tame Impala experience. If you're a fan, I think it's going to be a really diverse show musically, because I don't like to do those tours where you basically just only play the new album. I like to scratch the itch of all the different times of all the different albums, all the different sort of areas of music that I'm in love with. So it's gonna be good. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be epic. I guess epic. That's what I would say. You can expect it to be epic.
Okay. Have you ever been to Antwerp, actually?
Yeah, of course. I think so. We've been to Brussels. I think we've been to Antwerp. I'm sure we have, but I don't know when. I'm sorry.
No problem. Because I was just reading an article where there was mentioned you drank a Negroni. And I know the perfect bar in Antwerp where you can drink the perfect Negronis. So
okay,
if there's need for Negroni, hook me up. That's the only thing I want to say
please.
in Antwerp.
What's it called? What's the place called?
De Bakkeliet in Antwerp.
Awesome. So I'll look it up. We'll be there.
Sure. We will be there in the Afasdome in Antwerp. So congratulations again on the new album. Thank you for taking time to do this interview, of course.
Yeah, dude. Thanks for having me. See you soon.